So, well, then you get the argument, well, this is not a stimulus bill, this is a spending bill. What do you think a stimulus is? That's the whole point. No, seriously.
I, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, so help me God. We must act quickly. I shall ask the Congress for the one remaining instrument to meet the crisis: broad executive power.
You like Ike, I like Ike, everybody likes Ike for president. I got the banners, beat the drum, we'll take Ike to Washington.
The New Deal and the Fair Deal were bold measures for their generation. But now this is a new generation, and we stand today on the edge of a new frontier.
The Great Society asked not how much, but how good. Not only how to create wealth, but how to use it. Not only how fast we're going, but where we're headed.
In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
I believe it is clear our federal government is overgrown and overweight. Indeed, it is time our government should go on a diet.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Read my lips. No new factory.
The era of big government is over.
Market principles to save the free market system.
So let's talk a little bit about your jobs proposal. We heard a little bit from the President of the United States. He's got his ideas. Yours is the most revolutionary, shall we say. You want to cut $1 trillion in spending over how long?
Over 3 years. But the first year is $1 trillion, balanced budget in 3 years. So cut $1 trillion the first year.
The first year, and you want to do that by eliminating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cabinet positions, right?
Right. The problem we have is, I think the radicals have been in charge. The people who believe in spending and deficits don't matter and we can be any place in the world and you can print up money forever. And they've been doing this for about 40 years. So this is an inevitable problem that we have today. And yet I think the country, people are waking up. People in Washington, the bureaucrats and the other politicians, the other candidates are running for this office. I think they're living in a different world.
Because your plan is pretty radical. Let's take a look at this. You would cut, and correct me if I'm wrong, the Department of Energy, 100,000 jobs right there. Department of Education, 4,200 jobs. Department of Commerce, 38,000 jobs. Department of Interior, 70,000 jobs. Department of Housing and Urban Development, 9,000 jobs. That's 221,000 government jobs you would seek to eliminate over 3 years.
But they're non-productive, so they go back. They're non-productive. They're not productive jobs.
A lot of these jobs, these people who work in these jobs, they think they're being pretty productive.
Yeah, I know, but when government spends your money, they don't spend it as wisely as you do. You spend it more diligently and smartly, and investments are much better. So governments aren't smart enough to do that.
For example, the Department of Energy, all of America's nuclear power is related to the Department of Energy. What are you going to do with America's nuclear arsenal?
Why subsidize anybody? Why subsidize nuclear over solar? I mean, let the market.
So would you just get rid of the nuclear bombs that the United States has?
Well, you don't need. We have enough to blow up the world about 20 times, and people are arguing for more. And they want more military spending. I want less military spending, but we can blow up the world, 20 times, and they want more weapons.
So you would eliminate that nuclear arsenal?
No, I wouldn't eliminate it. I'd have enough to defend our country.
Your plan also has a huge cut in defense spending and in the number of jobs at the DoD, the Department of Defense.
Right. I don't cut anything from defense. I cut military. There's a big difference. Defending this country is one thing.
So explain the difference.
Militarism is buying weapons to subsidize the military-industrial complex to build weapons that we don't need. I mean, why do we need 7,000 drones dropping bombs in any speck of the earth in order to defend this country? That's
so the
not necessary.
$700 billion a year Defense Department budget, which obviously finances the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marine Corps, what would it go down to in a Ron Paul administration?
Well, over a period of time, drastically lower, but the first year I think goes down $200 billion, down to
$200 billion in the first year alone.
Yeah, because it doesn't really help us. It harms us by doing this, and we need a stronger national defense, not a weaker one. Just spending money doesn't necessarily help us.
I suspect that when it comes to this issue, defense spending, you're further apart from your fellow Republican candidates than you are from the Democrats.
Yeah, but I'm closer to the people and I'm closer to the military. I get more money from the military, active military duty, twice as much as all the other Republican candidates put together. The military people know exactly what I'm talking about. They know these wars aren't going well and that we shouldn't be there. We literally, in the last 10 years, have added $4 trillion of our debt because of this militarism around the world.
We now are a nation known to start war. We feel compelled because of our insecurity that we have to go over and attack these countries to maintain our empire. We have over 700 bases, we're in 130 countries, and they're talking about bombing Iran. It is such a dramatic change from what is truly American and truly constitutional.
I don't want to run the world. The Constitution doesn't give me the authority to run the world. We ought to mind our own business is what we need to do. Spending overseas, wasted money. This is a continuation of a revolution. It is a peaceful revolution. It's up to you to spread this message around this country. This is an American cause. It's a cause of freedom. There's something going on in this country, and it's big. Spread the message. Thank you.